What's up, world? This is your girl P. So, how to know if you're intelligent? Now, I don't talk about this subject to belittle people. I hope that isn't what is coming across, but I know I talk about it. So, you may be wondering, what does she consider intelligent? And I did say that people who don't do stupid stuff, stupid things, but stupid things can be different to different people. So, I'll just use myself as an example, and that is my disclaimer, okay? But how I know a person is intelligent is that they don't do stupid stuff. Like, you don't conform to stuff because everybody else is doing it. That's stupid to me because you remember the old saying, and I know somebody in your family, whether it was a parent or somebody's like, when you was a kid or teenager, adolescent or whatever, and you did something that didn't make any sense and you got chastised, as from your parent or whatever, about it. And you may have had a incident where I had incidents where, you know because I learned a lot as I was growing, because when I went through things, and however the outcome ended up being, I was like, okay, I ain't doing that again, because that's how the outcome will make me feel. I'm not doing that no more. Forget that, you know. But have you ever been chastised about something and you said, well, you did it because your friends were doing it, and then a parent or somebody said, well, if everybody jumped off a roof, would you jump too? That's the same thing. It's like you conforming to what other people are doing, just because and that's stupid, right? So, like, for instance, when I started smoking cigarettes, I wasn't doing it because I was peer pressured into doing it. I always liked the way the smoke smelled, but I still did it, which was stupid. And the reason why I can say that even about my own self is because that's the reason why I can say it about anything, is because I can say it about myself. Like, that's dumb, that don't make no sense. And the more you evolve in life, it's like you can admit things because you're not there anymore. So when you become an intelligent person, because you can grow to that point, you know what I'm saying? Some people are just born with it. We all do stupid stuff. You have done stupid things in our life, but the older we get, it's like, are we still doing stupid stuff? Because it's like it doesn't make sense to conform and go along with things that other people are doing when you're grown. It just, to me, is asinine. It's like, why would you do that? Like, you're a whole grown adult and you going along with stuff other people. It's like you're not a child anymore. What make you feel like you have to do something that other people are doing? That's unintelligent. And when you're intelligent, it's something in your brain. It's like a switch that in your brain that won't let you do it, even if other people are doing it that you're around. It's like you have that confidence in yourself to, like, when it's like peer pressure. Like, I'll use this as myself as an example, as always. I remember a long time ago, and like I said before, I didn't know I was intuitive when I was intuitive. I didn't realize that I was intuitive until I had my spiritual awakening. And I started getting into astrology, and I started understanding all of this, like, these energies and stuff. I started learning about it. And I said, oh, because I didn't know it was a name behind it. But I remember being at Magic Mountain. I was a young adult. I was an adult. But I remember being at Magic Mountain, and we were all in a line to get on a ride. And I had a funny feeling about this ride. I don't know, it just came out of the blue. I was like, I was in the line, I was ready to get on the ride. I was ready to get on that ride. And something told me not to get on it. Something told when it came time for us to get on it, we got to the front of the line. Something said, "Do not get on the ride." And when that thought came to me, I was like, "Nah, I ain't getting on like that." At the last minute, I was like, "Nah, I ain't doing it." And a few people, not all, but a few people that were with me started, saying stuff like, "Oh, you scary," and "You this," and "Why you ain't come on," and that type of stuff. And we grown, we might be young adults, but we're grown at the same time. And they were saying all that stuff to me, and I was like, I don't care, I'm not getting on, like I don't want to, and they was calling me, scary and all this other extra stuff. So I still didn't get on it. I don't care what you say. Something told me not to get on it. So after the ride was over, and because they ended up getting on it, after the ride was over, and nothing happened. And so to them, because nothing happened, it was like I was a big chicken and this and that. But see, they don't understand that what intuition is. Had I got on it, something would have happened. But because you don't understand, it's like just because when you didn't do something that your spirit told you not to do, and it didn't happen, that means because if you would have done it, it would have happened. That's why you were not supposed to do it. And when it's unintelligent to go along with things what people say, because when your spirit is telling you something, and because we don't be knowing this stuff, because our spirit don't be woke at the time. Your spirit is, if you listening and you're understanding what I'm saying, it's because your spirit is trying to wake up. It's like you laying in the bed and you have sleep and somebody telling you something, and you like your child could be asking you, can they go over their friend house or something like that, and you have sleep and you hear them, but you're not really comprehending because you have sleep, but you're slowly coming up out of that sleep because they're telling you something important, and you got to hear it. And so your spirit, it's the same thing with your spirit. Your spirits are slowly trying to wake up, because the spirit does want to wake up. Some people's spirit are stubborn, they don't want to wake up. But if your spirit is like tuning in, is because it's slowly trying to wake up. It's because you understand that makes sense. It don't make sense to go along with stuff that other people are doing. Conforming is what it is. What am I conform? Why do I have to do what you say? Because we know each other and we're here together. Okay. How? Because a lot of times the peer pressure, the odd person out, the shaming and the whatever people do, this childish, because we did this when we were in high school. It's like you taking the high school yard and putting it in adulthood life and doing the same thing. The only thing is you just older. You still doing the same stuff, and it's unintelligent. But an intelligent person is not going to care about getting talked about. Is not going to care about what other people say, because you're not going along with stuff just because other people are. It's stupid to do that. That's the only word I could come up with. Well, I could say unintelligent, but I don't like, I want to say it's stupid because it is stupid. It's like, so when I had my spiritual awakening, I started saying that. I started saying, I'm not conforming to that. I'm not about to do that. Like, because I care. It's not about how I look to other people. I don't want to feel stupid to myself. I don't want to feel stupid to myself, because when you get by yourself and reality hit, you be sitting there by yourself, and I know I'm not the only one that experienced this type of stuff. You be by yourself and you be like, you feel stupid as hell, because you did something, and it's like, even if nobody, you could play it off in front of people and they won't know, but deep down inside you feel stupid. And it ain't about what other people think about you, it's about how you feel about yourself. And that's where intelligence come in at, because intelligence is like, I don't care about what you think about me, I care about what I think about myself. When your spirit start waking up to that, and you start thinking like that, then you know that intelligence, because we all got it. Everybody's capable of being intelligent. We're all smart people. You know what I'm saying? People do dumb things because of peer pressure or whatever the case may be, or they just their spirit is snoring. It's like deep comatose sleep. Don't want to wake up and all of that. But if you understanding what I'm saying and you haven't been on that awakening journey, that means your spirit wants to wake up, because your spirit is hearing something that's making sense, because it don't make sense to do dumb stuff. And it's like you can't consider yourself being intelligent and conforming to things that just because other people want you to do it, and they telling you, you gonna listen to that, or you gonna, like I said about the ride, are you just scary? And I don't care what you say. You can say all of that all you want to, but if something in my spirit is telling me don't get on that ride, I ain't getting on it. Okay, y'all can say all what you want to say, and just because you got off that ride and nothing happened, had I would never know if something happened unless I got on there, and I wasn't trying to find out. That's how I feel. Like if something tell you don't go down a dark alley, and people are telling you you scared, are you scared? You scared? Okay, well I'll be that then. I'm not going down that dark alley. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what's going to happen. And in order for me to find out if it's going to happen, I would have to go down there, and I'm not willing to do that. And so you telling me that I'm scary and all this other extra stuff is trying to get me to do it. Why? You know what I'm saying? It don't make sense. And I do it because, okay, I don't want y'all to call me scary. Let me just go ahead and do it. That's dumb. That's what I be talking about. It be stupid stuff like that people just do, and they be whole grown adults and they still do that. And this is stuff that I remember doing when I was in high school. This is why I refuse to do it as an adult, because all it does is give me flashbacks of when I was in high school. It's like, this is what we used to do when I was 17, 16, 18 years old, where somebody be like, come on girl, let's ditch. Or I used to be the one asking, convincing people to ditch, because I was a ditcher. You know what I'm saying? I used to be like, come on, let's go. I don't want to be at school today. You know what I'm saying? It's unintelligent to go along with something that just because somebody else is doing it, and you don't want to do it. Now, if you want to do it, it's different. But if you really don't want to do it, why are you conforming to something that you don't want to do? That's people pleasing, and it's unintelligent. So, I mean, I could give a whole bunch of different scenarios, really. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a cerebral mind. And, you know, when I first got on this journey, I made a song about it. Cerebral minds think deep. And I said, if you want to F with me, which means mess with me, kick it with me, you got to grow with me. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't grow with a person and a person is growing, you'll turn it to opposing energy, which will be an op. This is what short for opposition. You will end up turning it to an op, and you will end up being on the opposite side of that person because they're growing and you're not. And it'll grow into some type of hate thing. And we see it all the time where people were friends and they turn into enemies. You know what I'm saying? Because that one person is growing, the other one is not. And the one that's growing, the one that's not, starts resenting the person that's growing. And they turn into an opposing energy. And then, and you never know what could happen in situations like that. So, you know, it doesn't make sense to, be unintelligent and you're an adult and you conform to things that you know is not good for you or your life or your future. You know what I'm saying? That's all I that's how I look at it. That's how, like I said, I don't know everything, and I only could go by what I've experienced, and I'm not trying to project anything. Those are my disclaimers. I'm just sharing my thoughts and opinions, and showing you how I see it from where I stand. It's not intelligent to conform to do something because other people are doing it, and is stupid to do that as a grown adult, because The whole point of being an adult is being able to stand up for yourself in what you believe, and not go along with stuff just because other people. That's what we had to learn when we were teenagers, and our parents used to tell us that. Well, just because your friend jumping off the roof, you gonna do it too? That's stupid. You know what I'm saying? But we got adults still doing what other people doing. It's like your mind, it's like your body grew. It's like you're unaligned because your mind doesn't match your body, the age of your body. So it's like you, if you a man, it's like you got Peter Pan syndrome, or if you're a woman, you got Cinderella syndrome. It's like you're unevolved. It's the mind is not the same. It hasn't grown at the same pace as the body. Your body, your age has to match your mind. You know what I'm saying? Your mind has to grow and be the same age as your mind. But what happens is that when we become an adult, whatever age we told ourselves we were grown, because some people said that they were grown when they got 18. Some people consider themselves being grown when they moved out, or they was 24, or whatever age that they were. So whenever you decided, you told yourself that you became an adult, that's where your mind got capped off at. So your body kept growing, but your mind got stunted. And that's why you have to evolve. And you know that your spirit and your mind, which is your mind, is wanting to evolve if it's listening, because it's trying to wake up. And that's how I look at it. So, you know, that's that's all I wanted to share, and I can hope you understand that. But if not, don't worry about it. But that's all I got for you. And I holla though. One love. Peace.